Hi guys, it's your girl Megan Savage, and you want to know what's funny is I actually recorded a 25-minute video for you guys literally 5 minutes ago, but the audio wasn't working, so I have to redo the entire thing, but it's okay. Happy and grateful. So what I was talking to you guys about in the last video was the art of a 90-day run. Now, if you are a business owner or anyone who just wants to improve at a topic, skill, like something in your life, a 90-day run is a necessity, okay? Because I was thinking back to like when I first started my online business and what was the real like kicker for me, because I was seeing success because I was listening to my mentor and following the systems and whatever, but like I was like, yo, like I want to be a millionaire. Like, how do I get there from A to B fast as possible? A 90-day run. Now, let me explain. For 90 days, you are gonna go into your business full force. Like, you live, breathe, sleep, dream your business or the topic or skill, whatever you're trying to do, okay? Even if, like, for example, if you're a bodybuilder and you're like, yo, like I have a show coming up in 90 days, guess what you're doing? You're 90 days, you're full force, okay? So it's sort of like a diet, but for your business in a way. Now, for example, like I love to surround myself with people that make a shit ton of money. Like I love to pay to go to events. You know, I travel. I went to Vegas literally in December. I'm in Toronto right now. You know, and I went to Vegas in December and I literally sat with some people that were making like anywhere from $50,000 a month, $75,000 a month, $100,000 a month, $7 million like a year. Like it was crazy. So you know, if you're in a room like that, you want to ask their tips and tricks. Like, what are they doing? Guess what? Every single one of them talked about doing a 90-day run, okay? And the thing is a 90-day run, you're only supposed to do, like, this is not something you do multiple times in a year, okay? Like the hardcore people do it once a year. I cannot. Like most people do it once every 2 years. Like that's how big this thing is. Now this can work for like, let's speak in business terms. Like this can work if you're a direct sales company, you know, like you sell a product, you make money right away. That's it. For me, like I'm a person who has multiple streams of income. Some of them are passive. So they're things that like I set up and they make money for me in the background. And some of them are residual. So it's from work that I did years ago. Like I'm still getting paid for, I've been doing this thing for almost 3 years, like 2.5 years, and I'm still getting paid for stuff that I did during that 90-day run. So just to give you guys example of the power that this thing can hold, it literally can propel your business. So let me give you like a lowdown, okay? This is what I tell people that I mentor. In your business, if you really want to kick this thing off right, you want to be one of those success stories that really like just blew everyone out of the water, okay? You are going to need to understand that the work that you put in these 90 days will show up in the following 90 days, okay? Just like I tell people, the work you put in these, you know, this week will show up next week, this month will show up next month, that kind of thing. So just to give you like an example of how I like lead my team, I always tell them success loves speed. None of this like, oh, we'll wait, we'll just see how it goes, or I'm gonna give it a try. Like gross. Like no, like success loves speed. Go fast, go hard. And let me just tell you what. So you are an airplane, okay? An airplane needs to go 100% like down the runway and to lift off. You want to lift off. Once you are at the altitude, maybe the income, the place you want to be, I don't know. Once you are there, that is the, you know, time you can go back 50% and hover and cruise. Okay, that's how you see all these people making a shit ton of money and they look like they're not doing that much. It's because you don't know, just the same as me, no one knows how many sleepless nights it took for my overnight success. Okay, like I put in the work, and this is the thing, guys, like the soft girl era thing, I love being a soft girl. Like I love like slow mornings and self-care and all these other things. But in order for me to have lived the life that I do now, where I can wake up when I want, I can go to the gym every single day with the sauna and start my mornings and pay for the supplements and Korean skincare and all this other stuff, I had to put in the work and make sacrifices. So for this 90-day run, just to give you a lowdown, you are going to not go to parties, you're not going out, you're not doing hobbies, you're not doing bachelorette parties, you wake up, business, sleep. Wake up, business, sleep for 90 days. 90 days, and it will literally change your life, okay? So I want to give you like some tips on how you can really like maximize this. One, you need to get very clear on your goals. Very clear. How much money do you want to make? When do you want to make it by? What streams is it coming from? Is there anything else you want to achieve in those 90 days? You need to be very, very specific, and you need to plaster them everywhere. I'm talking your screensavers on your laptop and phone, print it out, put it on your wall. Like, you need to tell your family about it. And speaking of, it's time to have some hard conversations. So here's what I mean by that. I want you to write down every distraction that you have. It could be scrolling, you know, it could be people, like most likely people. And I want you to, and especially if you're a people pleaser, like I coach a lot of people pleasers, I tell them straight up, if you want to keep pleasing others, you're not going to be successful. That's just how it is. Which is sort of funny because like service to many leads to greatness. But here's the thing, you can't fill your bucket. You can't fill their bucket if you're not filling your own first. You can't help with their mask if you're not doing your own first. So I really want you guys to put yourself in a position that you can be successful. Talk to your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your neighbor, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your friends, all of them. Talk to them and let them know, hey, I'm achieving this goal by this date. For 90 days, I'm going all in on my goals, on my targets, and I would love if you could be successful and be a person to help me achieve that. And some of them won't be supportive. That's fine. Anyways, others will. That's great. The ones who are not being supportive, straight up tell them, hey, listen, I'm unavailable for 90 days. I don't care if you like it or you don't. You don't have to get it. You can still be my friend after. I don't care. But I'm not picking up your drunk ass when you're at the bar. Call someone else. I am not going to listen to you rant for 4 hours about your boyfriend problems. Like, I'm not available. Like, you need to be able to do that. And a true friend, a true person who cares about you will understand. That's it. They'll understand. And because I really want you to think about this. Let's just say I had a crystal ball and we'll zoom past like to future you and you didn't accomplish anything. And I said, yo, the reason you didn't is because you didn't tell Susan that you're not going to the club on Saturday. Is that enough to not retire your parents? Is that enough to not achieve your goals? Because if so, this ain't for you. The wealthy life ain't for you. The successful life ain't for you. Like that, I don't know what to tell you. Someone has to tell you. So like, go have a hard conversation. And, you know, hopefully they're all supportive. That's great. But that's going to be number one. You're going to need a support system like that. If you have nobody, even better, because now you have no one to talk to, no one to disappoint, no one to whatever. You cannot please everybody. So you need to decide right now if you're okay with being sad and not accomplishing your goals for the rest of your life. That's it. Let them know what your goals are, okay? Let them know what your why is. Why are you doing it? Do you want to retire your parents? Do you want to be able to move to Italy? Do you want to, travel and like not have to look at a price tag, whatever it is, buy that luxury car that you want? It doesn't matter. And like, don't let anyone try to like diminish you or diminish your goals or your dreams because they don't get it. Like, it's not meant for everybody. It's not meant for everybody. I've told people my goals and my dreams, and I've been told, let's be realistic, this ain't gonna happen. I've also been told I've been dreaming too small. What circle do you want to be in? Like, I'm so tired. Like, I get so tired of people telling me, oh, I can't accomplish my goals because my mom's not supportive, or can't accomplish my goals because my friends don't get it. Guess what? This is your life. This is your life. So are you really gonna like it's such an obvious thing that you can fix. And I know it might seem hard for you, but it's because you need to get comfortable saying no. No, I'm not doing that. No, I don't want to do that. Like, and it's only 90 days. If I told you if you just went in for 90 days, you can change your entire life. Like, I don't know. Anyways, delegation, that's the next thing. If it is not making you money, you need to delegate it. And here's what I mean. Like laundry, cooking, cleaning. Like if you have a partner that's supportive, even freaking better. Like literally tell them like, hey, do you mind for 90 days? I will dump the cooking and cleaning onto you, but I promise you, like I will go all in harder than I ever have on my business before. Like I promise, like I'm just gonna, like I won't let Karen bother me. I won't let my mom call. Like I'm just gonna zoom in. Would you be able to take care of that stuff? I'm sure if they're the right partner, they'll say yes. But even if you can't, like for example, what I did, because I moved across the country right before I did my 90-day run, and So I stayed with someone I was doing my business with for a bit, and I paid for a meal plan that delivered it to me. So that's something you can do, just because taking me an hour to prep and cook and like go shopping, like it actually all adds up. And right now for 90 days, like when I mean you are breathing your business, that's what you're doing. You're not focusing on anything else. No Bachelor or Perfect Match or Bridgerton, nothing. You are just going, okay? So yeah, like anything that's not making you money, see if you can get that delegated, okay? You want to prep. If you have to get a haircut, maybe get it before your 90-day run. Like anything you need, get it before your 90-day run. I let people know, like I'm like, hey mom, like I'm gonna be unavailable, so unless someone's dying, don't message me, but would you mind doing this, and like, do you know what I mean? Like people, like you'll have a support system. If you really truly have no one, it's not a big deal. You can still be successful. Just delegate. I want to talk about the next thing, which is income producing activities, IPAs. It's very easy to get distracted and think that you are not, like you're more busy than productive, okay? For example, in my business, it's a sales-based business, right? Like part of it, like I have multiple streams of income, but part of the thing that I was doing for my 90-day run was it was a sales-based business. So let's say you're in a sales-based business. Let's say, like 50 to 75% of your daily activity should be producing sales. Either getting on sales calls, generating leads, something that will move your business forward. Think of it this way: if McDonald's didn't sell a burger, then it would be out of business. So like you gotta produce business. The next part of your day should be like development. How are you gonna be better as a person? Like a quarter of your day. How are you gonna be better as a person? And any maintenance activities, okay? What will help with this is having a plan. So non-negotiables is what we call it. These are the activities that are driving your business forward, that you will do on the good days, the bad days, the ugly days, the days you just don't want to get out of bed, the days that you hate yourself, the days that you're so super sad and depressed, the day, like you are doing these no matter what. Doing them. And because you know what these IPAs are before your run, and because you've now entered a flow state from doing it for like the first 10 days out of your 90-day run, you are going to be able to get them done super smoothly, and it will just become a habit. It'll become a habit. For example, like I would do a certain amount of messages and post on my social medias and everything. And after about the first 10 days, it became such a habit that I was usually done on my non-negotiables from 10 to 2. Like I was done. So anything extra I did for my business was extra. And that's how you get to the growth stage. That's how you get to the more money, the more this, the more that, because now you've entered a flow state. This is why you want to delegate tasks. This is why you want to have conversations with people beforehand, because you are trying to enter a flow state where things are easy. Now, I forget what the law is called, but it's like if you give yourself a half hour to make your bed or an hour to make your bed, it will take that long. And so in your mind, like for example, when I first started, it would take me like an hour to do 4 TikToks, but now like I could do 9 TikToks in 40 minutes. And that's sort of the thing, is you want to enter a flow state and get yourself in the right state of mind and get your shit done. You want to get it done. So entering that flow state, you're delegating, you're good, you have your goals for sure. You need to be healthy. You need to manage your health, because for example, for me, I was going to do a 90-day run. I ended up doing a 30-day run. I burnt out so hard because I wasn't taking care of my health. I was going to the gym sometimes, but I wasn't eating properly. And I was fueling myself with, energy drinks. You don't want to do that. So still remain healthy, okay? I'm telling you, this is more of a consistency game than an intensity game than most people would think. As much as intensive I'm making it sound, the thing is like if you actually, like I challenge you to, for the next 5 days, every 20 minutes, write down what you did for that 20 minutes. And I know that seems like, whoa, but even that, like it's actually very simple. Like just in your phone, write, ate with my mom, walk to work. Like every 20 minutes, just do that. And you will see how much time you're actually wasting. So it's just about being consistent, getting those non-negotiables done, and then replacing that wasted time with time that will either develop you or your business. Because if you do that, again, for 90 days, it will change the trajectory of your entire life. This is how people are going in and doing things that are amazing, that like they're unexplainable, because it's actually not. It's actually not. And when making your goals, guys, I want you guys to be realistic, but I also want you to push big. okay? Because here's the thing, if you go like in between the realistic to optimist, like visionary type of thing, if you go in between there, that's when you'll push you above what you were originally gonna get. But it's also about making the goals realistic. So for example, here's what I do. Like I have a big goal and then I write down the 3 first steps it would take to achieve that goal, and getting those 3 steps done in the day, like the first day, makes me feel so much better. Like for example, when I had started my online business, my first goal was to register my business as a business. It literally was something I could do in a day. It was something super small, and I did that, and it made me feel like I took my first step forward. So for example, like let's say your big goal is to lose 20 pounds and get jacked and eat healthy, all this other stuff. My very first task would be to buy a gym membership. You know what I mean? Like it's like those little things actually push your brain so much more forward. But surround yourself with people that like their goals are big, because it makes you feel better. And the reason I say about like your goals be realistic is because I've seen this too many times where people put a goal so far away and then they almost like talk themselves out of it. They're like, there's no way I could achieve that. And it doesn't seem in reach, so they don't run for it. Do you know what I mean? So it's about breaking down your goals into smaller steps so you can start to like accomplish things and feel good, and then realize it's actually all doable. Like for example, when I first made my first $2,000, like I didn't think it was doable at first, but then when I made it in a week, I was like, oh my God, now it's doable. So now $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month seems more doable. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like you want to set yourself up right for this 90 days. You need to be in the right headspace. And another tip I want to give you guys is don't fall into the trap of, there's 2 things. One, you will fall into the trap if, let's say, it's already been 2.5 months and you haven't reached your goal yet. That's why I told you guys the work that you put in these 90 days are meant to fuel your next 90 days. So even if you don't accomplish your goal, don't stop. Don't. Because it's been so many times I've seen people literally, you have no idea if in the last week you're going to achieve your goal. If 1 billion people buy from you or like something happened, you have no idea. So keep going. You promised yourself 90 days, so fucking do 90 days. Like, dude, don't stop. And you know, I've seen it so many time and time again where people are like, Megan, I'm in my head, I can't do this, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And then like the last like 3 days, like they pull through. Like you have no idea. It happened to me. And then here's the thing, that what happened to me was I actually stopped. I did a 30-day run instead of a 90-day. It was quite intense, but I did that because I actually accomplished most of my goal in the 30 days. And it was the opposite. I got in my head and I was like, oh yeah, whatever, I don't need to push as hard. And then, you know what I mean? Like I still made a lot of money and I still, you know, achieved a lot of great things, but my momentum went down because I didn't follow through. So do it. Like I'm telling you, like 90 days is so little to sacrifice in the long term. If I told you, if I had a crystal ball and I was like, hey, you will have everything you've ever wanted, you just need to make sure you do these 90 days. You will retire your family. You'll never have to look at another paycheck or whatever. You don't have to look at anything because everything is, money flows to you so easily. Like everything you've ever wanted, you get. Would you do it? The thing is like, imagine I went to your future self and I told them that you didn't accomplish your goals. You didn't help your mom. You didn't do all this other stuff because you weren't willing to sacrifice not going to the club on the weekend. So take care of yourself, okay? Like, take care of yourself, but understand sacrifice is needed. And another thing too, please revisit. Another word for the 90-day run is also the 12-week year. And this is the mindset you need to have. In a normal day, like if you were something that's like, oh, I'll do that next week, guess what? You're doing this tomorrow. Have that mindset. If you would normally be like, oh, I'll meet up with them next week, or I'll do this task next week, you are doing it tomorrow. And in a normal day, if you were like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, guess what? You're doing it today. It's a 12-week year. It's a 12-week year. So you need to be doing double, triple, whatever. So for example, if you're a business that is like, relies on sales calls and you book 3 sales calls a day, you book like 10 sales calls in a week, guess what? You're doing 10 sales calls a day now. Does that make sense? Like you need to think like this week is actually a year, like, or I can't even speak. This day is actually a week. That's how you need to think. You need to really go. Let's do this. How much can I get done? And it's not that long in the grand scheme of things. It's genuinely not. I know you can do it because there's less talented people doing more. It's just about getting out of your head and getting in the right mindset. This is why development is important during your 90-day run. You should be not feeding yourself with like waste. You don't need to know what's going on with Bridgerton and all this other stuff. I love Bridgerton, but like you need to be focused on your development, your communication skills, your mindset, your psychological skills, I can't even speak. Focus on just being the best you can be and really building that character. You can do it. I'm telling you, you can. So whether you are someone who is on the team and you are looking to really do some damage, first off, hey, hello, I'm glad you're deciding to do this. Really go all in. I know you can do it. I fucking know it. If you're someone who is on the business side and, if you're someone who has your own business or whatever, and you don't have a friend, you don't have a mentor, you don't have anyone that's going to tell you this, I'm telling you, you are making the right decision. You are, I promise you. Even the friends that are telling you that it's not right or whatever, you are making the right decision. Future you will thank you. Your future family will thank you. It's so important that you do this, okay? But yes, guys, hopefully I didn't leave everything out of the first video. First off, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I really actually genuinely want to hear your success with your 90-day run. If you have any questions regarding it, if you want any more like advice on any of the topics, just drop them in the comments below. I would love to answer that for you. If you want to reach out to me on my Instagram, it is at the Megan Savage. It's the only verified account, but definitely reach out to me. Let me know if you, let me know your journey. I want to know how you're going with your 90-day run, how far you are, what you're doing. If you're someone who has been wanting to join the team, let's get on this, make some money together. Again, you can reach out there. But besides that, guys, if you saw any value in this, had any aha moments, anything like that, I'd appreciate a like, follow, subscribe, and interact. I want to get to know you guys more than you know. But besides that, I just want to say you're savage, not average, and you are going to fucking kill this 90-day run.